everybody at Shoebreeners. Thank you for the opportunity to share with you this morning in your service. We wish we could be there in person, but COVID being what it is, we're stuck here and you're stuck there. I expect you're wondering what effect COVID has had on Mseleni Care and Compassion Ministries. Well, there isn't a lot of COVID around in our community, but it has had a big impact on the community because of the lockdown. The already difficult situation a lot of people live in is even worse with massive unemployment, so a lot of people are struggling. Our coordinators are continuing to care for orphans in the community and to go out with relief parcels, and we thank you for the support from Shoebreeners for that, and that's been very good. The big change here has been after we have locked down. We've come out of lockdown now and we're starting to work again in the community. But the big change for us at Mseleni Care and Compassion Ministries is that we now have a new director. I have stepped aside from that role and Nosihle Mabiga has been appointed. So I'm going to introduce her, she's going to talk next, and she's going to tell you an update on what's happening with the Children's Home and then hand back to me to tell you about some of our other programs. So this is Nosihle Mabiga, our new director.
Hi everyone, I'm pleased to share with you what is happening with Mseleni Care and Compassion Ministries. With the Children's Home, we have done everything that DSD requires us to do in terms of re-registration, the CYCC, but we are still waiting for them. Sometimes it's looked hopeful, but then the process is being delayed, so we are still waiting for them. We have started to establish the Crisis Care Center, which is a one-stop service where the victim of trauma can come in and get all the services in the same roof, where she can get the medical attention examined and seen by the police. The police will be taking the statement from the victim, and then she will be provided with therapy sessions by the social worker. We are doing this we are trying to eliminate the secondary abuse of victims. So there's one case that I can recall I've just done. It was a teenager who has been experiencing tremendous abuse. She was sexually abused by the stepfather and the neighbor, and she was very struggling in school. She was traumatized and less support from the family. So she came here, she was using this therapy where we are sitting right now. She was able to portray her emotions through this family setup. So by doing that, she was able to heal, and now she is coping very well. She has completed her grade 12. She is now waiting to go to tertiary level. Before lockdown, we started to establish the teenage parenting support groups, where we are meeting with teenage mothers and help them to be able to share their experiences and help them to cope with their experiences. At the same time, we want them to be able to take care of their children rather than dumping their children with their grandparents. So at the same time, able to cope with their schoolwork. So the program has been going very well until lockdown, where we had to stop doing that program. But then now we are continuing with the program, doing it home to home, where the social worker will go to the family and provide the program and help the teenagers to cope with their self-esteem, because when you get a child at a teenage stage, you end up losing your self-esteem, because some of teenagers are continuing with their life very well, they are progressing, and here you are and stuck with the baby. trying to help them to be able to stand on their own and take care of their own children and support their children and continue with the school.
And we hope too, if we're able to continue, that we'll expand this program so that we'll also have groups again, and we'll have groups for grandparents who often struggle caring for their grandchildren, and a lot of them have to do that, and they struggle because of the generation gap and different styles of parenting, and even just parents who are finding it very difficult in these days to know how to discipline their children effectively. So if the Lord opens up the way for us, we will continue with this program and establish more and more.
One of the programs that we'll be doing with Reach Out to the Child is Ngiyazazi Camp. Ngiyazazi means I know myself. So this is a 3-day camp where we will be taking 50 boys. They will be staying together with the coordinators, helping them to deal with their individual issues that they are facing in life, and we'll be providing them with life skills and empower them so that they will be able to face their daily challenges. And we are hoping that we'll have a lot of fun on that day, as we are going to do one camp in December, and we will be doing with them relationship activities, which is going to help in facing the issues of gender-based violence, as we've got a huge, big crisis of gender-based violence in our country.
Hey, at the beginning of the year, we started a new program which we called #SmartMove, which we took into schools, worked with lots and lots of young people in schools, and the focus of the program was on the prevention and alleviation of drug and alcohol abuse. Very interactive, working with small groups rather than just telling them about the effects of drug and alcohol abuse. It was very effective, but then we had to stop because of lockdown. So what we're doing now is planning to use the funding that we've got from Reach Out to the Child to take that program and do 2 holiday clubs in January. One in the north and one in the south. The clubs will run for 5 days, and we'll work with 100 young people in each club. So we pray that that program will be very effective. It's a very biblically based program, and we hope that it will be life-changing. And then one of our other programs that we also had to stop because of lockdown was the tournament program, where the material is very much all about relationships, and we were working with sports clubs. And obviously that had to stop because we could no longer do weekly life coaching sessions with the young men and the girls in the different clubs because they were no longer meeting. We're now taking that program home to home, but then we will also use the materials in the Ngiyazazi camps.
So we would like to say thank you very much to Shoeburyness Church and to the Reach Out to the Child organisation for their support, for your prayers, for your concern for us, for your concern for our community, and for helping us to reach out in the way that we're doing.